Hey, it's good old boy Mike.
This is good old boy Dave.
From Sips, Suds, and Smokes. Sips, Suds, and Smokes covers wine, tea, coffee, distilled spirits, whiskey, scotch, beer, cigars.
People whose first name starts with Q.
Bad fake British accents.
And we always take time to make fun of the people of Alabama.
Banned once again.
It's a 1-hour episode that's mildly entertaining for about 22 minutes.
I think mildly would be a vast improvement.
Well, we do have the only beer show with the Holy Man. We talk about these products and rate them with our unique rating system, like our Suds 5 rating. Do you really have something better to do with your life for an hour than actually listen to this show?
Well, don't make them think about it.
Well, join us on this radio station, podcast network, or via our Android app.
More than 1 in 3 people will face cancer in their lifetime. Unfortunately, fear can stop you from getting your cancer screening, but it won't stop cancer. Early detection can save your life. Don't wait for symptoms to appear to act. Cancer screening is safe, effective, and accessible for everyone, including free or low-cost screening programs. Go to cancerscreeninfo.com right now for free screening resources and recommendations from the American Cancer Society. Don't wait. Early detection can save your life. Go to cancerscreeninfo.com today. Cancerscreeninfo.com.
Now through February 2nd, join a clean and spacious Planet Fitness for zero enrollment and only $10 a month. With tons of equipment and free fitness training, it's the perfect place for everybody to work out.
Even me, mother of very fussy triplets and one very colicky husband.
Especially you, Supermom. You'll release endorphins and have more energy.
I remember having energy.
Start feeling fit-tacular today. Join in club or at planetfitness.com. Zero enrollment, $10 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends February 2nd. See club for details.
Father of mine.
Don't be a high-maintenance asshole when it comes to your Amsoil product, because I'm sick of it. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, Dad, how are you?
Okay, hey, hold on a minute, honey. I turned the speaker off a little bit.
Okay. Happens every time.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, Dad. How are you?
Okay, good. How about yourself?
Oh, never better, Dad, never better.
Are you serious?
Well, I kind of always say that because I try to have a very good attitude, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's good. That's great. Good analogy.
But I have this house has become like a hospital.
Yeah, you got your hands full.
I have a little bit of news because, I'm taking care of Dinah's brother when she's not here.
Yeah.
And then Madison, I hate to tell you this, be the bearer of bad news, but it's okay. She has COVID.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So she is in her room, and she is fine. She is comfortable. Justin, Jacqueline's boyfriend, just had this too, and he's fine. He's recovered. Jackie did not get it. That's on the upstairs. It's Madison.
Are the kids vaccinated?
Yes, sir. Vaccinated and boosted.
And they still get it?
Yeah, Dad. In fact, the positivity rate is if 100 people were to take a test, about 30% of them would get it. But the good news is your chances of anything other than a little bit of discomfort happening to you are very, very slim. That's what we've learned.
But I understood if you're vaccinated, you're just not supposed to be getting any of that.
That is not true. What we've learned.
I know that's right. That was my analogy.
Well, initially, I'm sure that people thought that, but this is a very fluid, changing scenario, and not all the variables remain constant.
Well, I have my only friend here,
Joanne.
He and I occasionally go out and have some coffee together and all that.
Oh.
Now, we're both vaccinated and all that, so we don't have any issues between he and I,
Well,
so how is it that people catch that?
Well, all that's happened there is he hasn't had the virus when you've visited with him.
Yeah, he might come with it. So.
Yeah, I mean, you should be fine. I mean, you're taking necessary precautions. It's good that you're thinking about it, but it can still transmit for sure. But the beauty of this is because of the amount of medicine you have in your body is prepared, so you would experience probably more than likely a very.
In other words, you'll have some discomfort, but you are not going to go through the entire gamut of dying and whatnot.
No,
and,
you won't die. More than likely. I guess you could. People do die. In fact, people actually die from a reaction to the vaccine. Very few people, but some have. That does happen. But of all the millions upon millions of people that have been vaccinated, that is a very rare thing.
We were so fortunate that when we went and got this vaccination and all that, and nothing ever happened, and we're still doing really
Correct.
well,
Correct. So as I'm looking right now, when I started this show today, it was 1 degree where I'm at. And right now it's 0. It's fallen to 0 degrees where I'm at. It's super cold out, Dad.
I think we were on the same numbers.
Yeah, it is it is scary. Scary cold.
Yeah. Now, yesterday I got out there. Now, we had quite a bit of snow night before last, and I shoveled that whole driveway.
Right.
And then my neighbor showed up. Well, he's got, always has got me in mind.
Yeah, he's taking care of you.
Yeah, he started taking care of me, too, but without him, I would have probably been out there. I got a powerful snowblower.
Yeah.
But then again, I couldn't do it all by myself.
Well, yeah. Plus, I mean, I
could do it, but it'd take me another hour and a half or so.
Well, you got to save your energy because when it warms up above 32, you're going to have to shovel that snow again and scatter it on the grass like you like to do.
Yeah, right. But and I got a chuckle out of that for the Joanne.
Yeah. That's hey, I like what you're doing. It's you could start a business called Rob's Rapid Melting Snow Business.
No, but it worked out great, you know?
Oh, yeah. You got to get rid of the snow. I mean, it's piled up in a place where where it will inconvenience no one. You have to further make it, actually make it disappear.
I really got a good setup in there as far as that goes. The way I got a long driveway, you know how it is.
Yeah.
Answers on board.
Well, hey, whatever it takes to make it through the day, Dad.
Yeah, but it's just, I scared the heck out of her, thinking that I'm going to be dying by shoveling snow. Yeah. But you can't. Joanna's 88 years old. You can't be doing that.
Well, I think as long as you know your limits and you just try not to push it too much,
I don't do it now. A machine does a whole lot of it, so.
Uh-huh.
But she says it's too cold for me.
Okay. Well, that's this sounds like a something between you two. I don't want to get in the way of that. That's a Rob and Joanne conversation.
All right.
Okay.
Battle of the Bulge.
All right. I've got numerous questions here. In fact, our pal Aram has several. Do you want to get after it, Dad?
Yeah, I'd like to hear from Mr. Aram.
Yeah, I do too. Aram writes, Ruben, in your weight training days, how much could you bench press?
I would do at least, as a number, just 2 presses of 125 to 140 pounds.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you look quite muscular. It seems like you would have been able to do a heck of a lot more weight.
Well, we did that regularly. That was our format. Listen, when I was a younger person going to school, there was 2 of us. That our school was.
That's not much at all, by the way. I just muted him.
We had a couple of.
I would crush him in the weight room. In the weight room.
That's all. And it was on the side of the classroom.
Yeah.
And when the school closed, everybody's gone home. Then there's just 2 of us that would work out.
Okay, gotcha.
One of them was a super duper guy.
Yeah, he's okay.
He would direct me what to do, and then we really did a lot of weightlifting.
Yeah. Now, back in the day in Iran, I know that not a lot of people had great equipment. Did you tie a couple of big rocks to a tree?
No, we had 2 sets of dumbbells and one set of barbells.
Okay.
That's all we did. And we gathered up some money from this guy and stole money or something and bought these things.
Wait a minute.
Ourselves.
Did you say
that
you?
was not the school property?
Did you say you stole someone's money?
We probably stole something. I don't remember how we got it, but
Wow. So hey, let's steal somebody's money and buy some weights.
no, not that. When I say stole, that belonged to another group that had
Okay.
something going on, and we took it from them and brought it to us. We didn't tell them who's got it.
Okay. Yeah, that's
And every time
definitely
that
stealing.
We worked out and it was done, we had to put it in another corner.
All right.
This was a classroom that we worked out.
Right. All right.
We hid it.
Aram also has a question. I have a friend who's having difficulty using a charcoal grill. He's been embellishing that charcoal isn't as good as it was years ago. Whether or not this is true, can you give him advice on how to cook with coal and maybe recommend a brand of charcoal he should be using?
Well, actually, I couldn't give him any advice on that, but the charcoal, first of all, it's strictly an outdoors item because it's really a killer, if you have it indoors.
Yeah.
So do the cooking outdoors, it'll be all right. There's nothing wrong with it.
So
I don't know why she's all cracking up in
well,
there.
I think because you said don't use charcoal in your house.
I mean, what I meant is don't use it indoors. You can't use that indoors.
Okay, yeah, all right. I'm gonna write this down here. Okay. We'll come back to that.
Okay.
All right. Very good. That sounds like
All right, hey, wait a minute. You talk about charcoal. Now, my days of growing up, how we cooked, for instance, rice.
Yeah.
My mom had a pot the size and a half of any pot. We had a big hole in the ground, put charcoal in it, light it up, and then big pot of rice goes on top of that and cover it up, and that's how it cooked.
Wait a minute.
Ground.
Now, didn't you say that you can't use charcoal in the house?
Not in the house. It's outdoors.
Oh, so that's out on the outdoor patio of your palace that you lived in.
No, it was in the yard.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
We cooked for 6-7 hours sometimes.
That sounds like
I don't know what the heck they did.
Hey, that's
just a little kid.
6-7 hours to make the rice. Oh my God.
I don't remember. I did just whatever it cooked.
That's
but
some
sure was delicious.
That's some slow cooking rice right there.
Well, I don't know.
Well, it sounds like the show Survivor.
Well, hey, it was. You
All right.
don't know the things that we had to do when we were growing up.
Yeah, I got a couple of notes here. You wrote, "Don't use charcoal indoors."
Oh yeah.
And then my mom had a pot. Wait a minute. Had a size and a half of any pot. Had a pot that was the size and a half of any pot.
Very large.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. I think what Aram was getting at is his friend, when he puts the charcoal in the Weber grill, it gets so hot that it burns the food. And then if he puts the lid on it, the charcoal kind of extinguishes.
Yes.
So that's what I think he's trying to figure out how to find a happy medium.
I think cook it with charcoal with very little charcoal in there.
Oh, maybe maybe a little less charcoal.
Don't load up a whole lot of charcoal in there, because then you can't get rid of it.
Okay.
It's a problem. It's because the hot becomes hotter.
It's too hot.
More charcoal catching on fire.
Okay. The hot.
Reduce the use of charcoal. The coals itself has to be reduced.
Gotcha. The hot becomes hotter as it gets on fire.
Right.
Okay.
More than 1 in 3 people will face cancer in their lifetime. Unfortunately, fear can stop you from getting your cancer screening, but it won't stop cancer. Early detection can save your life. Don't wait for symptoms to appear to act. Cancer screening is safe, effective, and accessible for everyone, including free or low-cost screening programs. Go to cancerscreeninfo.com right now for free screening resources and recommendations from the American Cancer Society. Don't wait. Early detection can save your life. Go to cancerscreeninfo.com today. Cancerscreeninfo.com.
Now through February 2nd, join a clean and spacious Planet Fitness for zero enrollment and only $10 a month. With tons of equipment and free fitness training, it's the perfect place for everybody to work out.
Even me, mother of very fussy triplets and one very colicky husband.
Especially you, Supermom. You'll release endorphins and have more energy.
I remember having energy.
Start feeling fit-tacular today. Join in club or at planetfitness.com. Zero enrollment, $10 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends February 2nd. See club for details.
Jimmy.
Very little cold.
Jimmy in Maine writes, "Hello, Ruben. I thank you and Eric for the joy that you bring us all.
God bless you.
You and Joanne are the best. My name is Jimmy. I live in Maine. I wanted to send you a lobster, but Eric was afraid it would bite off another one of your fingers."
I'll tell you what. If you send a lobster here, it won't last too long. In about 15 minutes, disintegrated. Lobster is just, we go out there. It costs us $100 to eat it.
Well, yeah, Jimmy lives in Maine where in fact, they're called lobster. And
wow.
And he would send one to you.
Jimmy, I wish I could live where you're living.
Yeah, then you could eat.
I'd have lobster every day.
Right. He also adds that recently, Ruben, Diana saw a picture of me, and she said that I look like you. And so Jimmy said,
I got a brother.
Jimmy said, does that mean that I am super handsome or I'm ugly?
You're super handsome. I know you are, because I met you.
All right, Dad. Well, you have never been short of confidence. That's part of your charm.
Yes. I got charm? Holy cow.
Oh, big time, Dad. You got all the charm in the world. How do you think you were able to sell life insurance for all those years?
Well, that's probably a little tricky.
Hey, Dad. Let me run this by you. Let's see if I can tap some of your brain about the importance of life insurance for someone who's starting a family, because you got me to buy life insurance when I was very, very young.
Yes.
And so tell everybody how important it is that they purchase a life insurance policy.
Well, the number one item of life insurance purchases at the younger age is the fact it's dirt cheap. And if you're buying life insurance, do not attempt to buy term life insurance. Term life insurance is a temporary insurance. It has no benefit but death benefit, which, of course, that's the whole purpose of it. But then again, if you're buying a permanent life insurance, it costs a little more. It's costlier, but the benefit is called living benefit. That means if you live long enough, it develops enough cash value that you can take that money out at that point. Let's say you're 70 years old and we got all kinds of permanent life insurance, which is whole life. Now you can use the money for other things. Take the money out and use it for other things. And then when you're much older, you don't need as much life insurance.
Correct.
You can reduce the amount, but carry some life insurance, unless you have developed enough cash value that you can set it aside. But what sense of having money just set aside, do nothing with it?
That's why you're an expert, Dad. I love it.
So it's life insurance, permanent life insurance is the answer. And if you can afford it, buy as much as you can, because you can't lose money.
Well, and what I like to stress to people is in the event that something catastrophic happens, you want to be able to take care.
Absolutely correct.
And that's a different type of policy, but still something important. What you're talking about is...
The problem with term life insurance is it's like a 20-year term, 10-year term, 15-year term. It expires.
Right.
Every time it expires, you can renew it possibly, but it costs you more. Now you're 10 years older.
Right.
The same insurance costs you 5 times more.
All right. Let's move on. Mark writes this. Meathead, have you driven back to the old neighborhood? I'm guessing he's referring to like on Cunningham. Have you seen the home, and what was your impression when you saw the residence that you used to live in?
Well, as far as the impression is concerned, we did stop, and that's right, we did that.
Yeah.
We had a huge tree in that yard. Some Arabic people bought that house, and they didn't like trees, I guess, and they cut that huge monstrosity of a tree down, which was my favorite tree. Well, that didn't sit right with me, but then again, that was their house, and they could have done that.
Yeah.
And I did think about you were visiting me in there.
Yeah.
You used to bring some instruments or something. Do you remember that?
Yeah. We used to visit you regularly on when it was.
You sat on this big couch.
Yep.
And play your music.
French horn.
And the analogy of it, the history repeats itself. The memories.
Yes.
It was saddened somewhat.
So.
But again, I was grateful for the fact that it belonged to someone else.
You see it and it's like, oh my God, memories. I do the same thing every time I visit that area. I go back to the home that you and Mom bought back in the day, and I see that. Absolutely. I can definitely relate to that.
Yeah, I remember that. I went by there and saw that house, the very same house that you grew up in.
Yep.
I've got a lot of memory. I had a huge trailer that we used to haul a couple of, what the heck were they?
Snowmobiles, yes. That is true. And before that,
I had a dog that I loved. I had her for a long time, named Queenie.
Queenie, yes.
Remember that?
I do.
And it ran its side, running on the side of that trailer, and it took a chunk out of its side.
Oh, God.
I rushed it to the doctor. Oh, man.
God, I'm triggered. No. Okay. Nick writes this. Dear Meathead, I recently started to lay the hammer down on my employees who are slacking at their jobs. I started out the job as very laid back, but now I've changed my tune. Did I create my own situation? Please embellish. So he was like a really relaxed boss, and everybody got away with you know what. And then one day he decided to act like a tough guy boss, and he's concerned about his managerial style. Dad.
Wait, I didn't quite understand this, what you're saying.
Nick is a boss at work.
Okay.
And for the longest time, he was really easygoing. Like people would screw up at work, and he would not get upset. But lately, he's been more aggressive with people. And so he says, did I create this situation by being so lackadaisical with them?
Well, I don't understand a boss that can change character. I don't get it.
So, he started out as a nice guy, and now he's a jerk. And that sounds about right for him.
No, that's not the right thing to do.
Yeah, if you're going to start out a nice guy, you got to continue to be a nice guy. You can't turn around and be a jerk.
Actually, I'm practicing something right now. Try to keep calm. Sometimes I fail, and often enough I don't fail. But that's the best thing in the world. I don't know why, for instance, to become a jerk. What is it going to accomplish? All you're going to do is destroy the relationship that you have with an employee.
Well, yeah, especially nowadays. If you say anything sideways to anybody, they have to go into counseling for 5 years.
Well, right. I mean, it's just no need for not keeping calm almost at all times.
Yeah.
I'm trying to practice this myself.
Right. So when you're at home and you're trying to stay calm and then you start to be not calm, does Joanne say, calm down?
I think she's showing a distaste. You know, I mean, I still am not perfect.
Yeah.
But then again, she shows me quite a bit.
Yeah.
Of resilience in the sense of if she keeps nice and calm, she's a sweetheart.
No, she's fantastic. She is the glue.
She really is.
I tell you what, I am very appreciative of her because she, if your mind starts to play tricks on you, she's the one who kind of brings you back. And
she does.
For me, I know that she is taking care of you, you know?
That she does. Believe you me, she does.
All right. I think I'm done here. I've let's see. Yeah, I've exhausted all my questions. There were some other ones that were kind of knuckleheads that are confusing. I'm not going to read those. I thank you for suggesting them, but I'm not going to do it. But that's all I got for you, Dad. Do you have any closing words that you'd like to say?
The closing word is I'm grateful and appreciative that I have this relationship with you, that you have started this, because I can talk with you almost on a weekly basis. And I love to be talking to my children. And,
right.
I mean, I've got a couple, 3 of them hanging around.
No, technically you have 5.
So this is a great thing. This is a great thing. I wish all of them would happen that way.
Yep. All right.
Norman is occasionally doing that, but Norman does strictly business.
Yeah. Hey, be careful because you're going to say something you regret. I know you.
I don't know. You didn't say anything, so.
All right. I love you guys. I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna leave it there.
Say hello to your sweetheart. And by the way, be kind to that young man. I know you are, but then again, he needs a lot
of course.
of help. So
he's not young. He's 60. He's old as hell.
Well, I call him a little kid. Anybody that's younger than I am is just a kid.
I still want you and him to race. I think that would be a close race. Like we'll go up north, and whoever gets to the driveway first gets like $100 and a 6-pack of beer.
Oh, I'll probably I'd nail Mike.
Yeah.
I can't run with the diddly bee.
All right, we have a 3-man race. Mike can't run worth a diddly bee. You heard it.
That's right. Well, I didn't want to use the real word.
All right. Well, you guys, thank you. I appreciate it. I love you.
I love you too.
Okay. See you, Joanne.
For the family.
I'll see you. I hope to see you soon. Take care.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man on the moon. When you're coming home, Daddy don't know when.
Sure, we have 30 seconds to tell you that drivers who switch to Progressive could save big. But then what? We could romance the legal copy. It never gets the attention it deserves. And some lawyer worked real hard on it. So take it away, lawyer.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National annual average insurance savings by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive in 2020. Potential savings will vary.
Now that was some beautiful legal. Well done, lawyer. Well done.